For today's Cyber CEO episode,
I get to spend time with the loved ones that I have and manage my business better. People who know me, they always ask me, like, how do you do all this stuff? Obviously, leverage. The most important thing of using a cyberbacker, what it brought to me was more time, more quality time to spend with my family. I can go to more training events outside of town, more vacations I've done. With 4 cyberbackers right now, that a lot of real estate agents are lagging in business. Our business so far has been the best throughout the past 7 years that I've been in business. Again, it frees up time so we can spend where we think is the best. They'll take it, they do it, they practice it, provide to help me to do the stuff that I don't want to do. That are time consuming and not generating money, right? Admin stuff, money. Therefore, we get too deep into them and forget about our main job, which is in generating leads and helping clients, find more buyers and sellers. And therefore, a lot of agents go out of business.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. Welcome back to Cyber CEO, where we talk to our cyber CEOs on their experience with virtual leverage and how to create a successful virtual partnership with their cyberbackers. Today, we have a very special guest on the show, one of our awesome cyber CEOs. Arshia, how are you doing today?
Wonderful, Angelo. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, we're very excited to have you back. We've spoken, I think, almost a year ago, right?
More than a year ago, yes.
Yeah, more than a year ago. So really nice to have you back. So as what I mentioned earlier, what we do on the podcast, just to get to know more about our cyber CEOs. So first question that I have then is, what line of business do you do, Arshia?
Well, there are multiple lines. Main line is real estate. And it's my 2nd year anniversary with Cyberbacker. So I've been with you guys twice, right at the time that I had it started. I was just doing real estate. So I was looking for an admin for real estate. And then I got to coaching. So I'm also coaching a lot of agents for our market center. And so real estate and coaching. This 2 main line of business. I also do entertainment. That's my hobby, which is also generating money on that too. Just love everything I do.
Gosh, imagine real estate, coaching, entertainment as well. Can only imagine what your calendar looks like. Must be pretty crazy every day.
Yeah, you don't want to see it.
There we go. So, what's it like running a real estate business now?
It's my dream job. It's like any other businesses. It's a 9 to 5 minimum work, and for me, actually starts at 7 a.m. and kind of like ends at 7 p.m. on a good day. However, every minute of it is joyful, learning, and helping. It's either my clients or our agents providing service and positive stuff. So basically, it's all about how we can help people, and there's nothing better than that.
Absolutely agree with you there. Now, as they say, when you love what you do, you don't have to work a day in your life, right? And it seems to me that you love what you do, all 3 of the things that you do here. So virtual leverage, now you're working with cyberbackers. The last time we spoke, you only have 1 cyberbacker. Now going on 3 cyberbackers, working on the 4th. Am I right?
You're correct. That's just the news to a lot of my peeps here. I wish if I was surrounded with 10 of them right now. So 4 is not even enough to handle the level of business we have. Yes.
That's going to be exciting, though. Probably the goal would be 10 cyberbackers. Then it's something exciting to look forward to, right? So, before you, worked with cyberbackers, though, what was your situation before you chose to hire virtually?
Miserable. I hired 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 admin, in-person admin, except 1. The other 3 were wrong hires, and I do actually follow the career visioning, basically courses and training we have. We do interview with people. However, it's just a competitive market. People sometimes they don't know what they want. And, you hire them, you train them, pay them good money, but they don't stay, which is fine. It happens in every business. However, you got to go through the same process again. Hiring process, training process, and, dealing with everything in there. And this might happen. So I was like really miserable. I was like, do I really want to spend more time, a lot more time hiring people, to do this stuff from scratch, or pay, I don't know, $60,000, $70,000 to hire the right person that is not guaranteed for them to stay more than a year. So that was the whole feeling that I was in, or the hole that I was in. Let's put it that way.
I'm sure just going through that process just takes, again, you mentioned it, a lot of time, a lot of effort on your end as well, just to make sure that you have someone to work with you there. But turning to Cyberbacker, how did you find out about us?
You guys know about us, agents, and through the system. And I was referred to with one of my dearest friends. At the same time, when you get referred from a person that you trust, figure out that you guys had been after me talking to me. However, because I was too busy not paying attention to my emails or calls and not leveraging my time, I missed these calls and meetings. And I was like, these guys have been in my backyard for such a long time. Why do I get to talk to them right now? Anyway, I'm lucky that my friend Kent is no longer with us, passed away, introduced me to you guys.
Go. Now, another question that I have, you mentioned about finding the right person, right? Finding the right people for your business, for your team, and for the tasks that you need help with. So with your Cyberbackers, how did you find the right people, and how did you dig deep enough to make sure that these people would work well with you and your business?
Well, that was another experience of interviewing, hiring, and letting go. I'm an expert now, so anybody can come to me, and I'm happy to talk about my experience and help them. But you guys provide enough insight, and was like Diana. I'm thankful to her, so grateful. She provided a lot of insight and training and talking point and all of that, and provided even the questions we should ask, right? Provided the candidate personality, and then resume and background. I was going through something that I knew these people are already selected among a pool of other candidates, right? And they've gone through some sort of basic training. They know what's ahead of them, right? So it was like already past a few filters. And then based on who I like to deal with, I went through the resume, I went through the candidate characters and details, and I picked a few, did an interview, asked questions, thought about the process and asked follow-up questions, went through more interview and picked the one that it was there working.
There we go. So what was most important for you? Just one thing that was very important for you when you were searching for the right Cyberbackers to help you with the business?
To provide, to help me to do the stuff that I don't want to do. They are time consuming and not generating money, right? Admin stuff, writing some emails that we don't enjoy writing.
True.
Working through your database. These are the stuff that take a lot of time from agents, real estate agents, and it takes us away from providing services to our client or prospecting and lead generation. That is because those are the activities that bring us money.
Absolutely.
Answering emails, fixing the database, sorting out, some sending gifts and birthday messages and all of that is stuff. Although it's nice if you have all the time in the world, however, these activities are not generating money.
Yeah.
Therefore, we get too deep into them and forget about our main job, which is again generating leads and helping clients, find more buyers and sellers, and therefore a lot of agents go out of business.
That's true. That's true. They get deep into those tasks that really don't bring in the money, right? But now you have your own Cyberbacker team focusing on those tasks. So during the beginning, I know we have different types of styles on how we strategize with our team, right? So how about you? How do you strategize effectively with your Cyberbackers during the beginning of the partnership?
Well, my first hire was an admin and an ISA right away.
Mm-hmm.
And they did not like working with that admin. So I fired 4 cyberbackers so far. Let me tell you that. And not fired. We stopped working.
Mhm.
And then one of them actually resigned. However, the ones that I have right now, again, I went through the right process of interviewing and hiring. When you see talent, you have to get it, right? You cannot waste that. I mean, it happened to me a few times. But my ISA actually, then I decided not to do ISA anymore, make my calls myself for now. But I saw a talent in my ISA, Christine. She's right now our head admin. I asked her if she can be an admin. Again, few back and forth in interview because she was like writing details and, management time. So she became my admin from my ISA role, right? And then that was the main hire. That was the first hire, the best hire, the main hire. And everything else after that, basically like a domino, everything else falls out.
Yeah.
And then at that time, we were talking about systems. I had a little bit of, idea what an admin can do. We have 30, 60, 90 and that, but there's a lot more into that versus what you receive from, different sources. We built this company together. We created a manual of business together.
Wow.
She helped me to do all of that, something that would have taken me a lot more time. Even if I stopped doing anything, it would have taken me months of work. She helped me because she has some stuff in here that I don't, and I'm grateful for that, right?
Mhm.
And the attention and everything that coming from Christine, my admin in this case, is not something that comes from me. So there are times that I make mistakes. She reminds me of those,
Mhm.
and it's a teamwork, right? But the
Yes.
first hire is the main hire, as 𝗙𝗪𝗋𝗋 says. Your first hire is the most important hire. So I believe that I reached that point after some experience. I did not give up, and right now, here I am for Cyberbackers.
There we go, for cyberbackers, and shout out to all of them, especially Christine. First hire, main hire, as what you talked about earlier. Now, going through this interview, we've already talked about your cyberbackers, what they do for you, other things as well. But what I'd like to dive into next is the benefits, of course, of virtual leverage. Now, what is the single most important benefit you get from this virtual partnership with your cyberbackers?
I get to spend time with the loved ones that I have and manage my business better. People who know me, they always ask me like, how do you do all this stuff? Obviously, leverage.
Mhm.
3 things in real estate that we call leads, listings, and leverage. And
Sure.
you got to use the leverage in order to help you with everything else. And, the most important thing of using a cyberbacker, what it brought to me
Mhm.
was more time, more quality time to spend with my family. I can go to more training events outside of town, more vacations I've done outside. And with 4 cyberbackers right now, that a lot of real estate agents are lagging in business. Our business so far has been the best throughout the past 7 years that I've been in business. So there is a reason we use leverage, because again, it frees up time so we can spend where we think is the best. It did not make me lazy. It made me more productive, right? Right now, you were talking about the calendar. Man, there's not enough empty time in my calendar. It's always like appointment, either with buyers, sellers, checking the listings, or with the agents, and I enjoy doing that. I mean, I wish if day was more than 24 hours sometimes, so I could be more productive and, provide more.
Right there, just your cyberbackers then helped you provide more value to the time that you spend with family or anything that would bring in more revenue for the business, of course. Now, one last question while I still have you here. We've been talking about your cyberbackers for a while now. What makes your relationship with your cyberbackers very successful, you think?
Communication. It's communication with everybody, everything. Your spouse, your kids, your clients, your staff, your colleagues. Without communication, you cannot survive. You cannot succeed. So if every hire you do, you have to train. Every person you work with, you have to communicate, right? By email, by text, by phone, by face, Zoom, Google Meet that we use inside our team. I explain how I think.
Mhm.
I provide what I do. And They'll take it, they do it, we practice it, we all make mistakes, we build on our mistake, on failure, and move on, right? It's not that, okay, this package was fallen from the sky, everything is ready, let me just plug in it. There's nothing like that exists anywhere in the world, right? We have to build our relationship, and it starts with communication. Systems, don't worry about it. Systems always come. We always improve the systems, right? There's something that we work today, and then tomorrow I say, okay, you know what? This is not good. Let's start over, or let's adjust it and move forward. Finding the right talent is the hardest. And it is hard. Keeping it is the hardest. And it only happens with constant communication and building a relationship, even in this remote sort of experience that we have.
Absolutely agree with you there. I think that's the first step to building the relationship anyway, because in the beginning, you get to interview the person before they become your cyberbacker. And again, proper expectations, that all comes with communication and constant communication with your cyberbacker. Now, of course, here in Cyberbacker, one of our core values is relationship. So I'm sure your cyberbackers are going to be very excited once they hear this episode that we have today. So before we go, would you want to give them a quick shout out on the show or a quick message you'd like to give out to them?
Yeah, Christine, Eli, and Dion, I'm grateful to be working with you three. And, without you guys, I cannot imagine running a business. And we're going to have more people added to this core team. However, this is the core that is going to build the future for our business.
There we go.
Thank you for being here, all of you.
We are very, very excited to seeing more success and more growth from this partnership that you have with your cyberbackers. And of course, we'd really like to appreciate your time. We know you're very busy. Thank you very much for being on the show today, Arshia.
I appreciate it. Take care.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.